RDR fam. Hope everybody's doing well. Had a good Friday, good end to the week. Short week for most of us. Who we had 4th of July on Tuesday. Today was my second day back at work for the week. Actually went to the office today, which I'll tell you was not fun. I'm trying to trade on my phone. But anyway, let's talk about DR today and see what we had. Now, don't forget we had non-farm payrolls at 8:30, and if I remember correctly, we were lower than what was expected. And so you see what price did at 8:25. It went up. Then as soon as 8:30 hit, we just came right back down. So again, it's one of those times when, like I said, it's hard to trade these news events. One thing we like about DR is it kind of takes at least the 8:30 news events out of the picture, and you can kind of figure out what's going to happen, or you can figure out, price a little bit better by the time DR is confirmed. So let's see what we got today. We had 44.33 up to 44.51, so that's what, about 16, 17. You guys can do the math. So that's actually in our range of what we like to see. A couple things happened today, which it was almost expected, right? So we see how we came up. Our DR starts to confirm or starts to build at 9:30 as the market opens, comes up to 44.51, which is right where our couple things are there. That's the top of our DR. Okay, it's also where this buy side liquidity was from yesterday, and so we took that out, came back and tested it again, and we reversed off of that, right? So again, buy side, you get a reversal off of. We did it over here, reversal. Did it here, reversal. And normally this buy side would have been gone by now because of this, but left it on there because of a news event, which doesn't. Sometimes that's it's outlier versus what we normally would see. But once we hit this 51 here, you could have actually taken this trade down. It's pretty much a safe trade if you want to do that prior to DR forming and then confirming. So, but again, I was at the office and I had a busy day. So first day back in the office, so as you could imagine, yeah, they got their money's worth out of me today. But anyway, so we see again at 10 o'clock, price reverses, right? So there's that. So a couple of things: buy side liquidity, reversal. 10 o'clock, reversal, right? So just keep an eye on those things. Every once in a while you get lucky and you pull a trade off on that one, and that's what's that, 51 down to 37, or you could have got it to 42. So that's 10 points here, and then a bunch more points here, depending on when you want to get out if you took that trade. All right, so then we start turning around. Price starts moving up, starts looking at going higher on the buy side. And notice something though, and this is, like I said, it might be a short recap because we didn't have a true DR trade today, not the way I trade DR. But what I do want you to notice, that we had like a 0.25 gap between IDR and DR on the high side, so it wasn't a lot of room. Let me make that a little bit bigger so we can kind of see it a little better. There's nothing on the downside, so we're not missing anything down there. So we came back up, we tested IDR, and we actually closed above it a few times. Okay, so then we closed one time right on the DR line, but not above it. So technically for me that's not a trade, because again I want price to come up and then retrace back down, right? But I want to confirm higher first and then retrace. But this is almost like a retrace here of these other candles. And if you notice, the last couple of days we've had that kind of scenario where price has been really just touching or right below or in between the DR and IDR, and then it takes off. And so something to kind of keep an eye on, right? So if you want to take that risk or take that trade, I don't see anything wrong with that, right? So if you see this happening a couple times, you could put a trade, like, because I'm assuming price is going to go higher because I'm closing in between IDR and DR. Or I'm sorry, so I could put a trade on here, an IDR or an DR. Again, only like a 0.5 difference, a 0.25 difference between the two. Let's say I put it on here, 41.51, make it easy. That's 41.47. So if I do my normal risk, I'm at 44 or 46, right? My 5 points. So I'm good down here. I'm not, I got some heat coming on me, but I'm not, I still got plenty of room for my stop loss to be hit if I was, if I end up getting my stop loss hit. So just something to keep an eye on. Again, not my preferred trade, but as I've seen this like last couple of days, I think we pointed it out yesterday or the day before, then this happens and then we get that, that run up. So if you did take that trade, you're really happy because you got a really nice, let me make it smaller again. Okay. So you actually got a really nice trade moving all the way up. So let's go 41, 51. And if you played it all the way out, you're almost at 25 points. You're almost at 25 points on that one. So that's a really nice trade. Now, there was if you missed this, and this is kind of what I did today. So we started seeing, and they're not there now because we've gotten closed in, but there were fair value gaps in here, right? So again, looking at ICT, there's a fair value gap here. All right, there was one right here. Okay, and we will make that bullish. It's not a daily, but it's a fair value gap. And then there's another one right here. Okay, and now this one is the one that I want you to pay attention to, because if you notice, the fair value gap formed, and then this candle retraced into the fair value gap. So if you missed all this run up here, then this was actually a good place to take a trade if you're looking at ICT concepts, right? So here you're getting in, again, my normal get in, where I got in at was the 44.68, and then I came out almost, I think I got at 9 points because I actually closed this trade out about 8 or 9 points. I can't remember exactly what it was, but that was because, again, I got in here and watched it roll up. I saw it start to kind of close back over, and then I said, let me get out, because here's why I was saying why I did that, because my phone, for some reason, I was putting this order in on my phone, and it would show me my profit loss, but for some reason it would not show me my take profit or my stop loss. And so even though I had set those, they're always preset for 5 and 10 points, I couldn't see them, so I can't move them if I can't see them, right? So I don't know, I'm not even sure where they are. I could have done the calculation, but I'm trying to watch the market at the same time. And so, and also I was trading 2 contracts. I've been doing that this week, just trying to get myself used to doing that. So I was trading 2 ES contracts, and the minis, not the micros. So these are, each quarter point is $25. So when I saw it moving, I just closed it out. Again, couldn't see where my stop loss was, couldn't really see where my take profit was. I know I moved it up past 5 points. I know I had like at 10, but I just couldn't see where it was. So that was the reason why that happened. And then we had this dip for some reason, and I need to go back and back test why the market turned over at 44.76. What the expectation was that we would go up to 44.83, which is that's like the buy side, the daily buy side that was up there, sitting up there. I'm sure there were some fair value gaps and order blocks or something else kind of playing around, but I just haven't gone back to see what caused this to just kind of crash over. And that's at 1:30, so I know there's an algo or macro running at 1:30 right at the lunchtime macro. Just a little surprised that happened. All right, but you had the buy side. You also had the weekly open, which again we thought we would come back up to, and I know a lot of people got caught up trying to get there, and then this happened. So if you look at the end of the day, here's another ICT trade you could have taken right on this fair value gap, comes up, retest, and take it down. Now I didn't take any of the trades, right? Because after I couldn't see my stop loss and take profit, I was not interested in trying to figure out where stuff was. So I just kind of let things go. But again, here's an ICT trade you could have taken on the way down. Really, testing that fair value gap. That's the one that really got tested. But if you notice what happened, where we ended today is exactly where we started today, right? So really literally down to almost to the tick, looks like. So basically today didn't happen, right? Based on how the market interpreted today, or how I interpret what happened in the market today. Today just really didn't happen because we had a great run up, and if you were taking that trade, then congratulations, and we had a run down. If you took that trade, congratulations. If you took both, let me hold $1. All right, but anyway, so just an interesting day to end the week, and hope you guys made profit, and were successful this week. Don't forget to, love on your family. Make sure you, tell them you love them, give them kisses and all that good stuff, because you never know when you won't be able to do that anymore, right? So, let's take advantage of the time we do have. All right. God bless. Have a great weekend. We'll start looking at the market again on Sunday, and we'll see what happens. Until then, we'll talk to you. Have a good one.